After the gang managed to escape the forest and miraculously got Paco's and Dragona's injuries healed, they are ready to head back to Oahu. We also get a rare mention of canonical colors in this chapter. Araki is usually quiet about the color palettes of most characters. But we now find out that Dragona doesn't actually wear anything pink. This proves that Usagi is just kinda stupid. Moving on, the most important part about this chapter is the ground setting rules of the lava rock. I'm honestly so glad that Araki is trying to set ground rules for this thing, because otherwise I'm sure he would mess up the powers of the rock like 30 or 40 chapters into the part and do something inconsistent. If we look at the example of the $20 that Usagi threw to the ground, the lava rock almost kind of acts like fate manipulation, I feel like. Don't you guys think? I mean, it didn't do the thing where the money just randomly teleported into their pockets again. A sequence of events unfolded that ultimately led to the money going back to Usagi. And anyway, the chapter continues and Dragona and Usagi go into a watch store to test out how the lava rock works, which is like so stupid. Extremely lazy writing by Araki. He must have just wanted to force them to get into a bad situation before getting back to Meryl. The entire point of this is really just to split them up into two groups. So Jodio and Paco have to deal with the owner of the cats, while Dragona and Usagi are unable to help. Feels kinda similar to when he split up Avdol and Joseph away from Polnareff, Jotaro and Iggy. However, that, let's call it separation from the group, felt much more natural and not so forced. Basically, this chapter isn't really focused on what is going on with Dragona and Usagi. It's more about finding a reason to separate them from Jodio and Paco, who are going to have to fight against the owner of the cats in the upcoming chapter, which releases in November. It seems like that's gonna be the real first fight in the JOJOLands. That would be a fitting chapter, considering that it releases in November. Anyway guys, I hope you liked it. Shout out to Colin for coloring the thumbnail. Peace.